already know, and the researchers knows that the highly refined oil that has a lot of negative effect to our body and everyday life
Seed oil.
because
Seed
right,
oil.
seed oil. I mean, they are the ones who's really highly refined anyway.
Well, but we have to make a distinction because there is refined olive oil. So
Very true, but it's not the same because
no, I
even
agree.
the refined olive oil, Lampanta olive oil may go through the refined or a pumice oil, but they don't use hexane to extract oil.
There's
They
no
just use
extraction process. It's
right.
just
There is no chemical process.
yeah.
They just use the heat to get rid of the impurities of the pumice oil or Lampanta oil of the olive oil, but still, even though those refine is better than the seed oils because seed oils to get the oil from the seed they have to use highly refined chemicals and the refining process to bring those seed oils to your table, of course, which is nothing healthy about. It's not like our extra virgin olive oil that you get the fruit and then you make the oil as is a juice. It's like a fruit juice, right? There's no chemical involved. You wash the olives, you crush it, and you separate the oil from the meat of the olives. So seed oil is definitely so different. So my question to people is, what do you put in your everyday cooking? Do you ever think about what is that you're cooking with? So this is the question I really love for people first to think. Every time when they pour an oil to cook something, what is this and how they make this? Is this is good for me or for my family,
Well,
right?
the larger question is, what am I going to allow to go in my mouth?
That's right.
I mean, it's
Yes.
bottom line is we are consuming what we consider to be nutritional product, and it's really not. And we all need oil to cook with. I mean, there's a few things you can cook without oil, but by and large, probably 60 to 70% of what we cook, you have to have some sort of oil. So the bottom line is we need an oil, and we need an oil nutritionally because we burn fats and we need good fats in our body to help us live healthy lives. So if we have the premise that we all need oil for our health and that we also need oil to cook with on a lot of different dishes and things that we consume, whether it's cooking or just even putting oil on
Your
vegetables and fruit or toast. You need, and we all use as a culinary ingredient, oil. So then the question is, what oil are you going to use? Bottom line is, there should be nothing beyond butter, tallow, and olive oil.
But of course, out of those three, we want
The most
better
healthy is
choice.
olive oil.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
And if you're going to use olive oil, then use a high phenolic, healthy olive oil because not only do you get the great benefits of this amazing juice that enhances anything you eat, but you also get incredible anti-inflammatory health benefits.
Oh, of course, of course. So maybe let's touch on the highly refined oils, seed oils. What does the refined means? I mean, not that we, professional on that have to make those oils, but there is so much information online, or you can actually go visit the plants too.
They have videos. They have YouTube videos showing how they make safflower and canola oil, and it's a complete chemical process. It amazes me that they are in plain sight and in public saying, "Here's how we make this," and people are still willing to consume it. It's just absolutely amazing.
Right. So, what we know about the seed oils that.
And there are different ones. There's
Right.
different seed oils.
So, most of the majority of the seed oils, they make it used on hexane petroleum product. After that, once when they
Which
extract the oil,
they call it a food grade
I know.
petroleum product. And I'm like, I don't know of any petroleum product that's food grade.
Right. So they extract the oil using that chemical, and then they highly refine to get rid of the smell, odor, and color, deodorize it, and use it very high process heat to get rid of all that. So they bleach it, right? So they use the bleaching process. So it's truly when you buy a gallon of vegetable oil,
As they,
canola
as they
oil,
call it, vegetable oil.
right? Any seed oil, highly processed, you have to think, what am I putting in my body? You put in your body so high in omega-6 oil that causes an inflammation.
All the seed oils do that, or
Yes.
specific seed oils?
No, they said all of
All
it
seed
all.
oils. Okay.
Yes. And but is unbalanced. So that is the big problem for nutrition wise, very unbalanced. There is no nutritional value. We have to eat fat to survive. So we are putting bad fat in our diets, right? But the best fat and healthiest fat you can eat is the olive oil because we bring the fruit, we crush it with no chemicals at all, and then we separate the oil from the pumice, and then you have all these health benefits in that oil that including omega-3, which is has your antioxidants, which is helps you to your cellular level protect your cells prematurely dying. That's why it's called antioxidants. So we all have to eat fat to survive because our brain needs 60% of our daily intake calories comes from our body. Our brain needs that fat, and overall 40% of our calories should be coming from fat. Why not use the good fat?
Use a good ingredient.
Yes.
I mean,
It's tasty, smells good, smells yummy, it benefits your body, but well balanced with the different omegas, and omega-3 helps protect your cellular level, your cells, prevents you having premature antioxidants, oxidation of the cells. So I mean, why not?
well, the reality is just living is a corrosive,
Oh, of course,
process.
every day we are exposing our body to all kinds of toxins.
And not even toxins, just oxygen is corrosive. And eventually we build up a lot of inflammation, and that's a lot of things. A lot of that is what contributes to some of the disease and processes of degradation of the body as you get older.
Right.
So it's inevitable, but there are ways you can reduce, never eliminate, but you can reduce and live healthier so that your body responds. Your body's an amazing thing. It wants to be healthy. It always is looking for equilibrium and homeostasis. And if we support it, imagine how much longer and more healthy we live. And
Right.
instead of putting poison into our bodies that is just exasperating the problem.
Right. Over long term, using these seed oils is gonna affect your health because of we know it causes inflammation. So you have gut inflammation, you have a joint inflammation. When you're young,
The
your
joint
body,
inflammation starts with the gut.
yeah,
Because it's an immunoresponse. And if your gut's inflamed, then it starts sending out all these chemicals that create inflammation in the
right.
joints.
I mean, when you're young and healthy, sometimes you don't even think about any of these. But as we age, you're gonna start seeing the outcome. So our point is, we are getting old. I mean, I don't know. I think we are in the other uh, third of our lives, right? But why not to get
Oh, we're
all
enjoying that.
healthy?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
enjoying that. We're enjoying
Yes.
it. Absolutely.
I mean, why not? It's not a over a quick fix. Any of this is a actually we are asking for people to make a lifestyle change for long term.
Well, we are selling an olive oil, and we love Oro de Milas, and we love the product, and we love what we're doing. But we're also passionate and invested in the idea of there's no reason we all can't live as healthy as possible
Sure.
into old age. It's choice. And so for us, it's about disseminating the information that, look, this is the simple processes. And some people think it's too easy. It's like, no, it can't be that easy.
Yeah,
Right?
but it is.
It is really. It's just eat good food.
Yeah.
Don't put things in your body that are going to aggravate and irritate you. And it's amazing ingredient. It's not like you're taking cod liver oil like we used to do as a kid, and you hold your nose because it tasted and smelled so bad. This is an amazing product. Oro de Milas is just absolutely so good on anything you eat, and at the same time, you're getting all these amazing health benefits. There's no downside. There's no downside at all.
100%. There is 100%.
I mean, you've got some of these olive oils that are being marketed on the internet that tout their high phenolic content, but they're so bitter you can't even consume them, or you do so reluctantly because they taste so bad. We've got almost 700 phenols in our olive oil on an average each year, and those are the five exclusive. Yeah, I don't have all the names in my head, but they're the five essential. Well, they only are unique to olive oil. They are, and so you have these amazing phenols, and we have 250 is considered a healthy level for phenols.
For European International Olive Oil.
Right.
Yeah.
So if 250 is a standard, then being up at almost 700 is off the chart. But you would also assume that an olive oil that has that high level of polyphenols is going to be pretty bitter. So what's amazing in the alchemy that we create in Eau de Milas is a balance between flavors, aromas, and the high phenolic content. It's a win-win on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, we can don't forget in the extra virgin olive oil has high content of oleocanthal, which
Right.
is
That's one of the five phenols.
right. It's most important of the helps your saves your cellular level and protects your cells.
I mean, and we're not just spouting this information from anecdotal sources. These are established studies done by reputable and highly respected institutions and laboratories, independent educational institutions and laboratories globally that have all recognized the benefits. So I don't need to cite those specific studies. Anybody can go online and find them, but they're not just anecdotal, get off the internet information.
Right. 100%. And that's what they say. Oleocanthal is almost equivalent to the ibuprofen when it comes to anti-inflammation.
Absolutely. But it's a natural anti-inflammatory. Ibuprofen irritates your gut.
Right.
So at the same time it is an anti-inflammatory, it's also burning a hole in your gut.
Right. I mean, that's why it will be really nice to just
There's no substitution. It's like eat the good stuff that's natural and you will get the anti-inflammatory properties of it.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
So
for us, when people try Oro de Milas, typically there's no question. They just understand it and then they buy it because their body, when you take Oro de Milas, I can feel it in my body. I can immediately feel the benefits of it. It just makes anything I eat, and even when I just drink it by itself, it just feels good in my body.
I mean, it feels like a juice, doesn't feel like an oil. I mean, you can't.
It feels like an elixir.
Yeah.
It feels like you're eating something healthy for yourself. How many times do we put something in our mouth and we go, oh, I probably shouldn't have eaten that, or that didn't taste too good, or your body goes, no, I don't like that. I mean, I don't know if I'm hypersensitive, but for me, when I consume Oro de Milas and good extra virgin olive oil, I immediately sense that benefit to my body.
And people really need to understand that what is your life worth it? What is your health worth it for long run, right? It's like, it's not a fix, like you have a headache and then you take an, aspirin or ibuprofen or Tylenol to get rid of it. This is a life change that you have to do it for yourself and your family. The simplest thing in any of these changes we are talking about to stay healthy, get, as you getting old and get healthier old, is one thing, the simplest thing you can change in your kitchen is the olive oil, right? I mean, get rid of all the seed oils, whatever is not good for you, put a basic extra virgin olive oil, and, continue is to make the life changes or style rest of your life. I mean, then you're going to see the benefit. This is not short term. That's why, when they talk about the Mediterranean diet, it's not like couple months. It's a lifestyle change forever. Like Mark was saying, it's a choice deliberately we have to make. You go to your kitchen, look at all the oils you have, say, what am I eating? What am I putting in my family's tummy? And then make the change. You will see for the long run, benefit of all that.
I mean, I can't speak scientifically and or cite studies, but to me, logically, we are a society that has so many gastrointestinal problems.
Yeah, of
I
course, of
mean,
course.
everybody's on Prilosec, everybody's on some antacid, everybody's got all sorts of issues about eating. And it starts with the fact that their stomachs are all inflamed and upset. There are people that have some, intestinal
Yeah, yeah, some
problems,
genetic problems,
some genetic problems,
right, right.
but by and
Different.
large, it's about the environment and
Right.
what we're putting into our bodies.
It's choices we make.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's such a simple thing, right? Simplest thing. You can make one thing change your oil.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line too is for us, we try and eat as much at home as we can. But when we do go out to eat, we try and find restaurants
That uses
and we've
all.
encouraged restaurants locally to use olive oil to cook with because most restaurants use the cheapest oil out there. And it's either canola or soybean or some combination. And so even if you're doing well at home, anytime you go and eat outside of the house, you're going to get in the same problem. So it's compounding. It's just like daily we're consuming products that are not good for our body. So a little bit of consciousness doesn't take much to just, again, like she said, look at what you're using to cook with at home and decide that you're going to change and cook with something healthy. Like Order the Milas olive oil is a wonderful product, and
Absolutely.
you can cook with it, bake with it, fry with it, top with it, anything you want. And then also just consciously look at where you go to eat because we all like to go and eat out and try and minimize those places that aren't really interested in providing like what's True Food. True Food is a big restaurant chain in America, and Anthony Wheel, or is it Anthony Wheel? Something Wheel. He's a doctor. He's a nutritionist. He's a pop culture guy. He's been around forever. He started this restaurant. It's all about they want to cook healthy food. Last year, they decided to eliminate seed oils from their cooking, so they only use olive oil to cook with now. So I mean, it's possible to make that change. Yes, it's an incremental cost difference, but if you're really clearly interested in providing your customers with the best and most healthy food, then it should be a no-brainer decision. It's just like it's an ingredient that you make the change and bite the bullet. I know restaurant cooking is or restaurant business is pretty marginal, but to me, when you use an olive oil, you enhance the richness of the food you're eating, which is going to bring more people to your restaurant.
Right. Hand to hand.
Yeah.
Hand to hand.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, choices we make, and we have to make good choices and prioritize because, we should never look at the price point because your health is more important for a long run.
Everybody will spend $8 on a Starbucks Frappuccino and consume those on a daily basis. And yet when we talk about spending $1 to $1.50 on
Daily
your
for
health,
extra virgin
for Order the Milas daily, dose of extra virgin olive oil, they balk like it's some outrageous expense that they can't afford. So it's a shift in mindset.
Right.
Some people get it. We deal with people every day that just, we don't even have to make this conversation. They understand and they know good oil and they know, that Order de Milas is a very top quality olive oil.
Of course, I mean, internationally known, internationally award winning, super premium, high quality oil. You will never be sorry using Orada Milas, absolutely.
Once you try it, you can never have any other.
You won't be able to go backwards, definitely. Yeah. That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too. To the end, I mean, we should always think about, when we eat, what are we putting in our body? That question always should be in foremost ahead. Also, if you have children, they cannot make decisions as a
what are you putting in their body?
Right. And then you have to make that decision. What am I putting in my children's, my family's mouth and their tummy, right? So these are the questions that I would like to leave you with.
Absolutely.
I would like to say please follow us on Instagram or the Milas and Facebook, YouTube, as well as
Spotify. We are all platforms and we love to share our thoughts and feelings and passion about Order de Milas extra virgin olive oil. So check us out.
Definitely don't hesitate to send us questions, and next meeting we'll be able to answer your questions. Thank you so much.